Sarah Wyn Griffiths here on MonFM. After this next track, I'll be going over remotely to Cardiff to hear from Humans to Hydra. Really looking forward to a chat. And before I join Hugh and Cal, here's the debut track from the guys. Here's Glimpse.
I can feel it on my skin. I feel like I'm out of mind and out of body. I feel like I'm coming up for air again. As I break the surface, tension mounts in my body. I feel a rush of blood through my skin. I fear a lack of oxygen. Sometimes it feels we're on another planet. Let's get higher, let's get higher. Watch the grass grow. Let's get higher. Watch the sun burn. Let's get high on what we don't know. Let's get higher. Glimpse of something new. Let's get higher. Watch the grass grow. Let's get higher. Watch the sun burn. Let's get higher on what we don't know. Let's get higher. Glimpse of something new. I did when I was a child again. I feel fear setting through my tiny little fingers. I feel like I'm coming up for air again. As I break the surface, tension mounts in my body. I feel a rush of blood through my skin. I fear a lack of oxygen. Sometimes it feels we're on another planet. Let's get higher, let's get higher. Watch the grass grow. Let's get higher. Watch the sun burn. Let's get high on what we don't know. Let's get high on glimpse of something new. Let's get higher. Watch the grass grow. Let's get higher. Watch the sun burn. Let's get high on what we don't know. Let's get high on glimpse of something new. Let's get higher, watch the grass grow. Let's get higher, watch the sun grow. Let's get higher, what we don't know. Let's get higher, glimpse of something new. Let's get higher, watch the grass grow. Let's get higher. Watch the sun grow. Let's get high on what we don't know. Let's get high on glimpse of something new. Let's get higher. Watch the grass grow. Let's get higher. Watch the sun grow. Let's get high on what we don't know. Let's get high on glimpse of something new. Let's get higher, watch the grass grow. Let's get higher, watch the sun grow. Let's get higher, what we don't know. Let's get higher, glimpse of something new.
Good afternoon, you're listening to MonFM. Sarah Wyn Griffiths with you until 2. Next, I'm going remotely over to Cardiff to chat to a band you will have heard regularly on my radio shows here on MonFM. I love promoting music from Wales, and next up, I'm excited to welcome Hugh and Carl to the show. Pnawn da from Humans to Hydra.
Hello.
Pnawn da, Sarah.
How are you both? You okay?
Really good, thank you.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much for joining me for a chat this afternoon. And it's really cool to speak to you as well, kind of in person.
It's been a while, isn't it, since we first started talking, but yeah, this'll have to do for now.
Yeah, it's really nice, yeah. In case we have some new listeners to the show today, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Carl. I sing and play the bass.
I'm Hugh, and I play guitar and keys.
And when did you start your band From Humans to Hydra?
Do you want to take that one, Hugh?
Yeah, it's kind of a long story. So me and Carl started playing around, I think it was around 10 years ago. But we were in a band together for some time then, and we sort of drove each other crazy enough that we needed to take a long break away from each other. And yeah, we started after doing sort of various other things in life, sort of deciding that, you know, we wanted to go back to it. And we started sort of sharing some demos, didn't we, Carl? I think that's kind of the way it started about 3-4 years ago.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, I think so.
Can you tell us a bit about your band name?
So most people will think, right, when you say that Hydra, they'll assume it's Marvel as soon as they hear it, because I'm like a complete geek, but it's not. I'll let Hugh tell you where it's come from, but
I love Marvel as well.
They always assume that's where it's from, but it's not.
Yeah, do you know what? I didn't really think about that at all at the time. It didn't occur to me until you said. But it's really about. So it's really just a nice combination of words, I guess. But the Hydra thing is actually the island of Hydra in Greece, where Leonard Cohen and various other sort of poets and artists sort of took up camp in the 60s.
Yeah.
So it's it was a hideaway, I guess, where they could just focus on their art.
That's nice.
And so forth. And I suppose in some way we kind of adopted that as our kind of hideaway from other things in life, I guess.
Yeah, I like that. Really cool.
Thanks.
So who are your influences?
I guess so between us, we've probably got quite different tastes in music.
Yeah.
I think it does kind of cross over at points. I don't know. I think people will listen and we get Imagine Dragons a lot, don't we, in terms of where the music comes from. And I definitely see that. And from my point of view, I do listen to them a lot. And my son is obsessed with them. So it is literally every day Imagine Dragons. So there's definitely some influence that comes from there.
Yeah, they're a good band. I've seen them. I think I saw them in Leeds
Amazing,
Festival. Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, I guess for me, a lot of Pink Floyd influence.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been obsessed with them since I was probably about 13 when my uncle sort of introduced me to them, and I went to see the Australian Pink Floyd. So there's some of that, but there's, I don't know, there's huge amounts of things. All the bands like the Kinks, but more in sort of more recent times, bands like Foals, Nothing But Thieves.
Yes.
I really like, and then to sort of more math rock stuff like American Football as well. I listen to at the moment.
Cool. Nice to have a mix of influences, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I think so.
And how do you go about writing your music? Do you start with your lyrics first and melodies, or does it develop a bit of both?
I think it's both, probably.
Yeah.
Both of us write quite a lot of lyrics and just have them there, and we kind of share them and see if it kind of sparks an idea, or, you know, Hugh will often come up with a riff and bring that forward, and it starts from there.
Yeah, I think it can be either, really. I'd say most of the time, like the melody and stuff comes first, but now and again there's a like a concept or something, or a word maybe, which we like as well.
And you released your debut single, A Glimpse, that received such an amazing response. And you recently released a remix of this track, a remix by Jump and Turner. How did this collab come about? Yeah,
I think like before this, I'd been off social media for so long. And I really don't like getting hooked into it that much, but definitely over lockdown, since starting this, definitely pay more attention to that. And I just saw those guys and was getting really interested in their social media. I felt like I sort of knew them a little bit.
Yeah.
They're really good at doing that. And they kind of suck you in a bit. And I just got in contact with them mainly because at the time, and for Glimpse, I was trying to produce the tracks, And we would definitely, whilst it worked for that, and it just happened really quickly, I would say, we hit a point then where it was definitely becoming the stumbling block, for us both trying to write, and then me being on the other side of that, trying to produce as well. It was just too much, really, and it becomes a bit stifling, I think. So got in contact with those guys, realised they were just down the road.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, it sort of started from there, and we talked about, giving them some demos and things and working on new songs.
Yeah.
But we decided, okay, let's just, kick something off with a song we've already got, that we think maybe we can bring to a different audience. No,
definitely something like natural between the both of you. And talking about collabs there, is there anyone you'd like to work with? Could be anybody, if you could choose anyone to work with.
Do you know what? Watching his social media at the moment, Youngblood, he looks like he has so much fun. I'd spend some time in the studio, go on tour with that guy, 100%.
Yeah, I'd go for that. He's just, I think I'd just be fascinated, and he just entertain me constantly.
Yeah, definitely. How are you finding writing new music during the challenging time we're all experiencing?
It's been all right, actually. Glimpse came from lockdown. Glimpse came from nothing. Like, we went into lockdown and we were working on some other tracks, and all of a sudden this song came from nowhere from Hugh.
It was the first week, wasn't it, Carl, I think?
Yeah. And that's where we were like, right, we've got to get on this. We've got the time to do it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think, like, I'm still working during lockdown, so it's been pretty busy for me. But I guess we're going through new experiences, and some of the songs we're writing now have come from these experiences, especially some of the ones that Hugh's writing right now.
Yeah, it's been interesting. I definitely think we're going through a bit of a journey with it. Like, the initial part of lockdown, those kind of initial feelings for me of, okay, there's some bad stuff going on, but okay, there's some good stuff coming out of that. I don't have to commute to work right now, and I can see my son more. And, okay, the weather was quite nice, wasn't it, when it started as well?
It was, yeah.
And that's really, I think, the sort of feeling from where that kind of song came from. It's just that first week of experiencing a different way of life that in some ways could be positive,
And we were talking earlier about influences. Is there any artist in particular that sparks your creativity?
At the moment, I've kind of gone back to listen to Royal Blood after they've just started releasing a new album, the Typhoons. They've released 2 singles from it. It's just, as soon as I heard it, it just made me pick up a bass again and just start writing riffs. They're just really powerful for me. And
yeah, they're awesome. I like Tent and Skeleton.
Yeah. Have you heard the new album, Typhoons?
No, to be honest, I haven't yet. No, it's one I need to catch
the whole
up
album's
on.
not out yet, but they've just, I think they put 2 singles out in it, but Typhoons, the riff in it is just,
I'll definitely have a listen.
Powerful.
Yeah, I think for me at the moment, I've met a lot of people and a lot of other musicians online, and I'm talking to this guy in Canada quite a lot, and his artist name is Dadbod. But one of the interesting things about him is that he sort of plays different characters in his music and writes about different characters. So he's also a part-time actor. And I started talking to him, and after a while, I didn't know whether I was talking to the character or the real person. And I've since got to know the actual person. But yeah, his music is really interesting as well. So yeah, and I sort of speak to him and get advice as well. So
that's amazing. Let's have a listen.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy.
If you're just joining me, you're listening to MonFM. Sarah Wyn Griffiths keeping you company, chatting to From Humans to Hydra. And some fantastic news. You've got a brand new song that's ready to drop on the 26th of March. Can you tell us a bit about the new song?
Yeah, sure. I guess there's a number of different elements to it from both of our lives. really. It's called Colossal.
Yeah.
And I guess that there's two different concepts going on at the same time, but one of them is, I guess for me, sort of when we started to write it, I guess going through a bit of a shift in my life from, I guess, a really kind of stressful job to a realization that maybe I guess I needed to make some changes.
Yeah.
And just I guess the Colossal thing is about, shifting your mindset and what can happen if you do that. But then there's some other political stuff in there as well, and there's some other themes as well, which I think Carl is best to talk about.
Yeah, I think we were just some of the stuff like society today, and acting in certain ways and being a certain way that society tells you how to be, but wanting to be something different and wanting to be yourself, but being afraid of what people think and stepping out of that. And that's kind of where it came from. But the song itself, I mean, it started 2 years ago, and I think Hugh brought the riff to me, and I was like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, God, this is awesome. And we couldn't take it any further. We hit a point with it, and we couldn't do anything with it. And we came back to it during lockdown and worked with Jump and Turner again on this one, and they've done some amazing work with it. And it's kind of taken shape, and it's just, we're really excited for it to come out.
And where can our listeners get a hold of the track?
Everywhere, on iTunes, Spotify, TikTok.
I think I've been watching your TikToks. Yeah. Really creative, especially the one on the stairs. That was cool.
We try it, but I feel like we're a bit old to be on TikTok. But
no. No, it's cool. As you were saying earlier, you get to know you a bit more as well. I think that's nice.
Yeah. That's it. It's everywhere, isn't it, Hugh? There's nowhere else. Well, all the normal platforms, I guess.
I think like the distributor basically just puts it every conceivable place now, like Amazon, and unpronounceable things that I don't understand as well. But it's anywhere you look, it'll be there, and we'll probably be shouting it from the rooftops as well, annoying everyone.
And have you got a website or any social media links you'd like to share with our listeners if they want to keep in touch with you and follow you?
Yeah.
Oh, go
on. So we're at From Humans to Hydra on Instagram. The Facebook page is facebook.com / From Humans to Hydra, but you can just tap us in a search there. And we are building a website, aren't we, Carl? But it's very much in development at the moment. So don't go there; it's a complete mess.
And I'll tag you in the MonFM Facebook group that I've got for my show. So if our listeners want to keep in touch with you, they can follow you from there as well.
Awesome.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. Sarah Wyn Griffiths chatting to the legends From Humans to Hydra. It's been really nice to meet you and to catch up.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much, Sarah.
It'd be nice to see you live in Cardiff when we can.
Oh, we're going to do it. We're going to do it.
Definitely can't wait. Before our chat, I played your amazing track, Glimpse. Next up, I'm going to play your brand new track. I absolutely can't wait to play it. Would you both like to introduce it?
After 3, Carl?
Yeah, this is going to be a mess.
No pressure now.
We're From Humans to Hydra, and this is our new track, Colossal.
Amazing. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr.
Move out of the kitchen for the great expedition. Move forward to the mountaintop. The human condition to establish position. Keep going till you make the drop. You start a war, you start a riot. You can't perceive it, you can't deny it. This is a warning, this is a broadcast. And this could be colossal. Colossal, this could be colossal. This could be colossal. Colossal. mission. Move to the field, harvest the crop. Don't seek permission, just ask for forgiveness. Keep moving and don't ever stop. Start a war, start a riot. You can't perceive it, you can't deny it. Start a war, start a riot. You can't perceive it, you can't deny it. This is a warning, this is a broadcast. And this could be colossal. Colossal. This could be colossal. This could be colossal. Colossal. I see an ocean-colored scene surrounded by vivid wonder. I feel a calm washing over me, and I'm lost in summer. I think big waves are coming soon. I can almost taste the. I think big waves are coming soon. I can almost taste the. I think big waves are coming soon. I can almost taste the.
From Humans to Hydra with their massive new track, Colossal. Honoured to have the first play of that song. I absolutely love it. And thank you so much to Carl and Hugh for joining me for a remote chat from Cardiff this afternoon. Diolch o galon. Nesa Ceres efo'r gan absolutely